Hey, it's Albert Orange, and welcome to the 70th episode of Pod by Orange. I apologize for yelling. I just couldn't contain my excitement. We're finally doing it. Oh, let me turn off the low battery mode on my iPhone just so it doesn't go out on me unexpectedly. We're finally doing it. Episode 70. 70. Not 17. 70. Okay? Like the seventh dimension. You see? You get the parallel that I drew? Episode 70, everyone. I already know what to call this episode. And, judging by the title, you probably know what it is already. I'm going to be talking about dreams, man. I'm going to be talking about a few crazy dreams that I've had over the last few weeks. Really just, one dream that I've had, literally just last night that I felt merited some discussion, I suppose. I've been wanting to talk about dreams for a while now. For about a year, I actually came up with the idea a year ago to, maybe do something on the podcast, maybe a new segment, or maybe do a separate podcast that'll be all about dreams, and it'll just be me talking about whatever dreams I've had, in my life, in my past, as well as any new and, currently recurring dreams that I might have, as well as, discussing what even is a dream, So I just wanted to finally just get this out, I don't know if I'll even do, a new series, or a new podcast on the YouTube channel about dreams. I guess my plan is to, maybe do, some sort of dream log on the YouTube channel. I'll do a dream log where I just talk about any dreams that I might have. And I don't know if I'll be able to update it daily. That would be the dream scenario. I apologize. Maybe I could update it weekly, monthly. Monthly would be a little too long, but frequently. If I could update that frequently and I could stick with it, that would be great. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about a dream that I've had on this podcast. Never mind why I haven't been uploading at all for the last, how long has it been now? 2 months. I recorded episode 69 on 4/20. How many episodes or how many podcasts can say that? How many shows, in the whole history of television shows and podcasts and all of these different forms of mediums, right? I guess you should just say all of these different mediums. How many can say that they've uploaded their 69th episode on April 20th, 4/20? I don't think it's a lot. So, definitely go check out that episode. I think it was a great episode. I rambled on for an hour straight about how great this moment was, and also about how I was coaching soccer to a bunch of kids, which went well, by the way. We just got finished with the season, Every kid is now out on a summer vacation, summer break, which means I am now officially unemployed. All right. But it went well. It went well. It was a very fun experience. Some things were learned, some mistakes were made, but hey, it was all great. So anyways, let's get talking to this dream that I've had that I want to talk about so badly. All right. And hopefully, like I said, I can turn this into like some sort of, YouTube series where, it's just like my own personal dream log or whatever, So yeah, okay. So let me tell you about this, all right? So the gist of this dream that I've had literally just last night, it was really weird, like a lot of dreams are. It was Sir David Attenborough, okay? The guy from Planet Earth, the British guy with the wild animals, on the BBC, right? It was Sir David Attenborough. Okay. However, in the world of this dream, I should actually establish a few basic facts about the world of this dream, okay? Because Sir David Attenborough, his name was King Charles III, as in the new King of England, okay? That's what everyone called him in this dream, but he was actually David Attenborough, the guy who filmed all of those documentaries, right? So it's that same guy, but, with a different name, with King Charles. And he's not actually the King of England, he's just David Attenborough. It's just that everyone, for some reason in this dream, calls him, Charles III. Okay, so the dream was about him, and in the dream, there's this technology that allows a human on their deathbed, okay, to live out this, hyper reality movie. Okay, so it's kind of like, imagine you're on your deathbed, okay, and you're about to die. So literally in the dream, they give you like this sedative or something that makes you live out a little longer, but they start like playing this movie in your head that was directed by real people, okay? And it's this like new original movie that plays out in your head. And that's the last thing that you see on this earth. And this movie feels real. Like, it feels like you are in it. Okay? And so that's the gist of the dream was that David Attenborough was gonna die. He was about to die in the dream, and he wants to be the first one to go out living this hyper realistic movie as his final experience on planet Earth. Okay, he wants to live this this movie that feels real, and to him it's gonna feel like he's actually living out the life in this movie, playing in his mind only, okay, as he's like unconscious and sedated on his deathbed, okay, and he wants to be the first one, because in the dream, this is like a very new, like, technological advancement, okay? And he wants to be the first one. And what's weird about the dream is that it was presented as though it were like this news story, which is really weird, because I never had anything like that. I don't know if anybody else out there has had a dream like this, where it's literally presented to you as a news story. And in the dream that I've had, it was this female narrator who was supposed to be this news reporter, and she was like saying stuff like, "Oh, King Charles III, who's actually David Attenborough, King Charles III wants to be the first person to use this new technology as his old age comes to be a more and more of a grim reality. He wants to be the first to use this technology." So the dream was actually narrated by a news reporter, right? Which is so weird. I never had that happen before to me. And so I was actually in the dream. I actually, there was like this ceremony that took place in the dream, and it was like honoring the life of David Attenborough, who was in the dream, as I've mentioned 3 times already. His name was King Charles III, okay? And it was this ceremony honoring David Attenborough, and, it was just honoring his life and stuff, because he was about to die, right? He was very, very old, just like he is now. No offense, David Attenborough. And like in the dream or in the ceremony, right, he's like giving this speech, and he's like, why I want to be the first one to do this thing. And then at a certain point, the female reporter who's narrating this dream says, David Attenborough chose to have this famous actress to play his mother in the movie that is going to play when he dies. So I guess like something else that I haven't really elaborated on is that this movie that plays out, when you die, it's made by, it's like a real movie directed, just like any other movie. It's made on set. It's a real movie with a real director, real actors, right? And so, but like, I guess the person dying can just choose, who gets to direct it, who gets to act in it, right? And so it's revealed in the dream that David Attenborough wants this certain famous actress. I forgot her name. I don't even know if she's real or not. But it was this certain famous actress that David Attenborough wanted to play his mother in the movie. And and it's revealed that David Attenborough's mother is actually Queen Elizabeth II. That's who I pictured in the dream. David Attenborough's mother is Queen Elizabeth II, okay? Who, the one who died a couple months ago. Rest her soul. Which was so weird. So I don't know why I'm dreaming about British people so much. It's so weird. And so, and then the actress who plays Queen Elizabeth II is also at this ceremony that's taking place in the dream, okay? And she's like, she looked a lot like Donald Trump. She looked a lot like Donald Trump. It wasn't actually Donald Trump that was this actress, okay? But she looked a lot like Donald Trump, and once I pictured her in the dream, I also realized, oh, Donald Trump is actually sitting beside her. So Donald Trump, as in the 45th president of the United States, is in this ceremony honoring David Attenborough, and besides him is an actress who looks a lot like Donald Trump, who plays Queen Elizabeth II as David Attenborough's mother in the dream. And she is saying stuff like, David Attenborough is a great man, and when he approached me to play his mother in this movie, that is to be played in his mind when he dies, I said, you know what, this guy is a pioneer, and I would be honored to do this, and that's, I know this is all very confusing, but to me this is fascinating. And then what's really weird is at the end of the ceremony, right? There's this, like, I don't know what it's called. It's like this like we did this sort of like ritual for David Attenborough. I remember, like, in the dream I was there, and so were my parents. And me, my parents, and the entire crowd at this ceremony were just, like, doing this weird little, like a gesture with our hands to David Attenborough. We would, like, point in front of us with, like, our index finger and our middle finger, and then we point back at David Attenborough. Then we'd, like, point to the side with our two fingers, and then we'd point back at David Attenborough. And it was just, like, us, like, pointing in weird and random directions. Well, not random directions, really. It was just, like, we were pointing in front of us, then at David Attenborough, then pointing to the side of us to, like, our left, and then back at David Attenborough, and then, pointing to the right of us, and then pointing to David Attenborough, and then pointing, like, backwards, like to our backs, and then pointing back to David Attenborough. And that's some sort of like a farewell ritual in the dream, okay, which is just so weird. I remember, like, those royal guards with the red coats and the big fuzzy hats, they were also doing it too. And then David Attenborough, he was giving another speech or something, and I remember, like, he was like, he had, like, a leash with a dog at the end of it. Like, he was like he had a couple of dogs in the dream or something. I don't know. It was so weird. And at some point, like, I woke up, and then I was just thinking about what a crazy dream I just had. And I know this is so much information to digest, okay? Even I'm still, like, processing it as I speak. But I woke up, and then I kind of, like, I was thinking about it, and I was trying to go back to sleep, okay, because it was still early. And I've had like some trouble sleeping lately, and I keep waking up at random times throughout the night, during when I sleep. Um, and so as I'm drifting back to sleep, I keep thinking about the dream that I just had, okay? And then like my mind just kind of like fills in some gaps in the dream, or like, adds to the dream. Like I'm consciously adding to the dream that I just had. I don't know if anybody else does that. I'm just adding to the dream with my conscious mind, with my conscious thoughts. And I just like pictured at one point, I pictured David Attenborough on his deathbed. He's got minutes to live. Okay? And they just kind of like inject him with like this sedative, to put him to sleep, but not like not that he dies or anything. And then they just start like playing this movie, and it's not exactly clear in the dream whether like how this movie plays out in his mind, like if it's like a chip, inserted in his brain or something, or like if he's wearing some virtual reality goggles or something. I don't know. But I just picture David Attenborough on his deathbed, and I don't know if you could hear that. That was somebody was honking on the road beside my house. I'm just picturing him on his deathbed, and I'm just picturing him like, dreaming this movie that's supposed to feel real to him, like he's actually living out this movie with this famous actress who may or may not be real in the real world, playing his mother as Queen Elizabeth II, and I just picture David Attenborough on his deathbed, and he starts to just smile, like a closed smile with his lips, and he's kind of like moving his head a little bit, like side to side, and he's just kind of like smiling with his eyes closed, okay? And then that is what David Attenborough looks like, at the end of his life. Okay, now granted, like I said, this wasn't a part of the real dream, but this was just me, like, half asleep, adding to the dream, to the rest of the dream that I just had. So it was really weird, but it was really fascinating. Oh my god. I don't know why I dreamt so many British people in that dream. Like, I don't know. Dreams can be weird like that sometimes. So yeah, anyways, let me know what you think about that dream. Let me know if you think it means anything, because I don't know what to make of it. Okay, this was just this was like one of the most random dreams, and I knew that, I just had to somehow document it. Okay, I was gonna type it out on my computer, and then I just realized, hey, like, there's nobody at my house right now. Why don't I just, record it, and like maybe this can be episode 70 of the podcast, and perhaps like a new introduction into like a new series about dreams, who knows what this could turn into. But I just wanted to share that dream that I just had. I just had it the night of June 27th to June 28th, okay? I had this dream literally, I think I think maybe 9 hours ago now. Um, and it was just fascinating. It was just, you know, I I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, but it was just so cool. And so weird and so random. I can't think of any other dreams that I've had in the last week. Because I forgot a lot of them by now, and I just think that I should start to document my dreams a lot more often, because I don't think that they're particularly special. You know, in all, if you take all of the dreams that have ever been dreamed by everybody on Earth, I don't think mine are particularly um, outstanding or noteworthy. Okay, but I do want to document them just in case anybody finds them as fascinating as I do, you know? So that's 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 something that I want to do eventually. Um, the thing is, I go to sleep every day, right? So unless I just don't remember any of my dreams, I'm gonna have racked up, a bunch of dreams by the end of the week, and there's just like, it's practically impossible to document them all. Well, it's not impossible, but it's gonna take a lot of work to document them all, because if I even just have trouble just speaking them out loud into existence, it's gonna take a whole lot longer to write them down, you know, on a journal or computer or whatever. So it's gonna take a lot of work, but I think this whole topic is just so fascinating to me that it feels like I should, you know, document as many dreams as I can. Just as many dreams, including like deja vu as well. Like, there's some weird deja vus that I've had, and I've had a lot of deja vus in my lifetime, but I never document them. And apparently, like, the amount of deja vus starts to decline after your adolescent years. So it's like, man, like, I should really, like, document these these unexplainable experiences, just in case I don't have them again, and then maybe like, this can contribute to real actual science, and maybe it can be one day explained by actual science. How cool would that be? How cool would it be to find out the reason why I dreamt Sir David Attenborough about to die, and his real name is King Charles II? Like, how cool would it be to discover the actual reason for this dream? Or maybe you just ruined the mystery. That could also be a possibility. I don't know. But in any case, I just wanted to record this, because, man, it was just so fascinating to me, and I think it just warranted an entire episode out of my podcast to be created. So I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know where else to go from here, because, like, I'm pretty much done talking about dreams. I could go into, like, describing other dreams that I've had, like other noteworthy dreams that I've had in the past, but um I think those will take a long time to explain. Like it'll take a long time even just to like establish the facts of a dream, of the world of those dreams. Um which if you don't know what I mean by that, I basically mean like, you know, if you dream something, if you dream that I don't know, that the entire world is made out of candy corn, okay? And there was like a specific reason behind it, then like an established fact, that explains why the world is made out of candy corn. It could be revealed that maybe it was like a kid on Halloween who just threw up a bunch of candy corn enough to just cover the earth in candy corn, and maybe that's just like an established fact in that dream, and then you just move on from there and let the dream play out, but like the fact that a kid threw up a bunch of candy corn is like an established fact, even though you might not see it in the dream, it might just be an established fact within the world of that dream. So it's like your mind is just creating like its own little backstory before the dream actually plays out, which I think is just really cool. I think it's really cool. So yeah, anyways, I really don't know where to go from here on out. I guess we should go back and do this old segment that I used to do. I'm getting up out of my couch, which is why my voice sounds so far away. Now I'm sitting back down. By the way, I am recording without any AC going on because I don't want there to be a whole lot of background noise as I record this, But let me type in. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. This segment that I used to do, okay, on the podcast. I used to do it for a long time. Here we go. You ready? It's the sports segment theme intro for the Pod by Orange, huh? How about that? This is the sports segment where we talk about sports on the podcast. I've been getting into baseball a lot, okay? Over these last 2 months, I've been getting into baseball quite a bit, okay? And right now, I think the Mariners are playing, oh my God, it's the bottom of the 8th, and the Washington Nationals, are leading the Seattle Mariners 4-0. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The Seattle Mariners have been, dipping in and out of 500. And right now they're 38-40, which I don't know what that translates to in terms of them being 500. Okay, so they're playing at 487 right now, which puts them at fourth place in the AL West. Oh man, we have we have 40 losses. The Rangers have 48 wins. They're at the top of the AL West. I mean, this is sad. This is not what we want to see. I expected more out of the Mariners this season. I thought they were actually gonna, like, be a real. Oh, they just got a run in. Oh my God, they just got a run in. What even happened? It's 4-1 right now. Jose Caballero, he got a run in. Who batted it in though? That's the question. I guess we can look at the play-by-play. What happened? What happened? Oh, Jose Caballero. Okay, so he homered. All right. Oh my God, he actually homered. Okay, so that's awesome. And the Nationals just got in a relief pitcher. And Jose Caballero just literally homered right after that. So Washington leads Seattle only by 3. Let's hope that lead gets cut down. There's some music playing outside. I don't know who it is. Who is playing music outside? Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Somebody's playing music outside. I was close to the road beside my house. They're still doing construction on that. It's still a dirt road with just a bunch of rocks, It rarely nowadays it rarely gets really dusty in the air, But there's, still a whole bunch of dust just lying around our house, which is really annoying. But it seems like they're finally moving along with construction. I don't know what's taking them so long. Apparently it's not going to be 5 lanes like I initially thought. Apparently they're going to make it 3 lanes, instead of 2, like it was before. They're gonna make it 3 lanes. They're gonna have a middle lane, right, in the middle of the 2 regular lanes, and then they're gonna have this nice little walkway where people can walk and ride bicycles on it, which I think is pretty cool. So anyways, that's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this 70th episode of Pod by Orange. I am gonna cut it short here. I hope you enjoyed it though. I sure did. It's good to do these again. Hopefully I can do this more regularly now. I don't know though, that there's no guarantees, but I felt inspired to do one of these finally. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully I can do more, and I hope you have a great day, week, month, year, lifetime. Okay? And I don't quite have a language list or a goodbye outro anymore, do I? I think, oh boy. Yeah, I know I did Welsh, okay? I know I did Welsh, which was Hwyl far. And did I do Zulu the last time? Hold on. Let me figure that out right now. Hold on. Just give me a second. Yeah, so I just checked on my computer and apparently I did say Hamba Kale the last episode, which means that's the end of the language list. There was 50 50 ways of saying goodbye in 50 different languages. And yeah, I ran through the last one on that list, so I don't know what to say now. I guess I could say some sort of variation on goodbye and then start with English. Why don't I just say, have a good day? Huh? Why don't I just say that? Have a good day. And then from then on, I'll find some sort of list that has, how to say have a good day in 50 different languages or whatever. And then I could just run with that, That would be pretty cool. All right. So, yeah, I'll just start with English now. Have a good day, everyone. All right. Have a good one. All right.